My friends, the time has finally come. We have done everything in this game. We have beaten every monster, including the final boss, S. Stark, in the last video. We have done every photo quest. We've technically done all the mini medals, although I did cheat. It's only one thing remaining, and it is the true ending, the final episode. But before we do that, there is someone we must visit. Been a while since we've been here, and I know we've seen every scene, so we're not going to get anything new, I'm pretty sure. But we just have to do it. I mean, it just has to. Before the final episode, because at this point we've kind of almost forgotten about the story. It's been so long. So, I mean, just to remind us all. Medea, we're finally going to finish the game. We're going to do it. There we go. Enjoy one final stolen moment together. We just had to do it. We had to. Right, at this stage, I think we need to reminisce a little bit. So, the story of this game, Dormagus stole the scepter at the very beginning. At the point, we didn't know much about him other than that he was a jester at the castle. I want to go to impeach you. And he went on a killing spree. He killed 7 heirs of the... 7 secret heirs? Sages heirs. That's the word I want. And, right, before we move any further, I want to show off my new ring. Gospel ring. And yeah, he went on a killing spree. He killed his old master, Master Rylus, the first of these sages. Oh, I'm challenging myself now. Then he killed Jessica's brother, whose name was Alistair Albert. He killed Alistair, and then he went off to Myella Abbey. He killed Abbot Francisco, and that was where Angelo joined us. He then went across to the Western continent and killed... I've forgotten his name as well. Alright, I can do this. The big guy. The big guy we never see from Baccarat. Oh no, we can't leave this hanging. Mr... I don't want to go into this without remembering his name. Alright, we'll skip him. He then killed David in Arcadia, who... I mean, we love David. What a guy. He then killed Martha in... Leopold took over at this point. We killed Dormagus. Then Leopold got the scepter after Jess had it briefly. Leopold killed David. Then Leopold killed Martha as well. And then we stopped Leopold. And then Marcello got the scepter. And Marcello killed the 7th heir. Oh, what's the name for back? Mr. Golding, of course it is. There we go. We got there in the end. So with all 7 heirs dead, Marcello took the scepter, now possessed by Rhapthorne, and released him from his prison. And now Rhapthorne is still up in the sky somewhere. I mean, we can't quite see him from here, but we need to put him out of his misery and finish this game once and for all. And right, let's swap back over to the Lord's Bracer. We've done the original ending, but there is now the true ending. And the one bit of story we have in addition that we didn't have last time is that we have been to the Dragovian Sanctuary. We now know that the hero is kind of the lost king, or currently the lost prince of Argonia, because his father was Eltrio, who died. And Eltrio would have been king. And if he was, I would have been the rightful prince and the rightful groom to Medea. But as it happened, Prince Charmos is due to marry Medea. But we're not going to think about that yet. We need to take on Rhapthorne, who is still in the sky. So let's get in. Imperia, what have you got for us?
We are fighting the mighty Lord of Darkness. He will not be easily defeated.
I think he will, actually. Last time we did this, I think we were level 40 odd. This time we are level 99.
But there will always be a glimmer of hope as long as we refuse to surrender. As long as we are not subdued. Stand up to him. I know you can do it.
I think I know we can too.
Are you ready to try again?
Yes, one final time.
Climb up onto my back.
Let's go. And I mean, as always, we're using the original foursome for this. I don't even know if I've never tried to use Red or Mori for this fight, but I feel like it's just wrong. They're kind of not. They don't have the same desire that Angelo and Jess have to kill Rhapthorne. But there he is. We're going in. Bring it on. And give me that beautiful final boss theme. One of my favourites of all time, this one. It's just so good. I think the only one that's better than this one is the Corvus boss theme. I think this one's probably my second favourite of all time. Right, I mean, it doesn't matter what we do here. We're going to win. Right, I want to try and take him out in one hit. I don't know if we can. I want to get to 100 tension. And then see what happens. So let's just... everyone tension up. Oh, we have Yangus on the attack for this fight as well. I've not used Yangus properly in so many episodes now. I've forgotten what he does. There we go. We're all comfortably outpacing Rhapthorne. Easily. In a weird order. Oh well. Let's see what he can do. See what damage he does now. Yeah, nothing. Will it even touch us? Is it even going to be worth healing? No. Right, do we go for its second turn? A 2-turn, 1-hit kill, is that what we try? We're banking on one of the tension attacks landing. Dragon Soul, I'll just have Yangus psych up. It doesn't matter what we do. There we go, Timber Ascension. Let's see if we can do a 1-hit. That one didn't work. Yangus has gone to 100. Go on, Angelo. Put me on 100, please. I mean, Yangus has got a decent enough shot at a 1-hit kill as well, has he? I mean, if he had the Lord's Bracer, I think he would have a shot. I think the Dragon Soul is probably the only one that can do it. Ah, I've gone in with 50. Ah, heartbreaking. Yeah, 4,500 damage on the second turn in 1 hit. I think we could finish with a Magic Burst. Who should be the one to kill? I think the hero should be the one to kill Rhapthorne. Does that make... To be fair, out of all the characters, the hero and Yangus kind of have the least reason to hate Rhapthorne. Is that right? I think Jess has got the most reason to want to kill Rhapthorne. Okay, let's have Jess do it then. It makes divine justice for Jess to do it. Unless he actually fires a Disruptive Wave and gives us something to think about. Owie. Cold Breath, we're all good. I think we give the honour to Jessica. I've done most of the damage. And we'll have... I mean, it doesn't matter what we do. So I'll fear small, and we'll have Jess finish the job with a Magic Burst. Angelo, just stand there, look pretty, man. Why not? Here we go. I don't know how much health he's got. I think it's about 8,000, but it should be. Yeah. More than enough. Rhapthorne is defeated. And he barely tickled us. Too easy. And there we go. The Lord of Darkness himself is defeated. For the final time this time. Properly. There we go. A big death for a big villain. And there we go. The skies are blue.
We done it, Gav! We only went and bleeding done it!
We did indeed. I love you, Yangus.
At last, I can finally go back and tell Bangers and Mash it's all over. And I have something to tell Alistair too. That he was right all along. I only made it this far because I followed my heart.
You done well, Jess. Angelo?
Who'd have thought we'd ever manage it? Should be an interesting anecdote for the ladies.
Yeah.
I bet Grandad and the Oaks Princess would be having a whale of a time by now. They must be back to normal at last.
Gee, I'll take back what I said earlier. The hero wanted the to beat Rhapthorne so we could see Medea again properly.
I'm half surprised the old codger ain't turned up to surprise us as usual. But even he couldn't spring up in a place like this, eh?
Gotta love a laugh after a big fight.
I transported your friends back to their homeland. Brave heroes.
Yes?
I will never forget your strength and courage. You remind me of the 7 sages. You humans never fail to surprise me. It is time to land. Your friends are eager to see you again.
Go on then. I'm eager to see them. So at this point it's all been identical to the previous ending in episode, whichever that was. 16-ish? I can't quite remember. There we go, into Trodain. Still cursed at the moment. But I think we know from the previous time that the curse is just wearing off.
Here we are. Now you can be with your friends again.
Here we are.
Ah, there you are. Welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
I saw you all in action. My wonderful men. You were magnificent.
Thank you.
I ain't one of your men, Grandad.
I've missed their dynamic. There's been so many episodes since we've done some proper story. I love these two.
Neither am I.
And I'm a free agent.
Of course, of course. And I suppose you weren't magnificent either.
Imperia's off.
Wise bird, a god. Are you leaving us already?
This world is in no danger now. My path leads to other worlds.
Interesting. I think that kind of implies that Imperia would be seen in a future game, but she hasn't yet. She didn't appear in DQ9 or 11, and I presume she didn't appear in 10. Maybe Imperia in Dragon Quest 12?
I see. Well, anyway, we are in your debt. Wait a minute. Aren't you forgetting something? What about the princess and I? Just how long are we going to have to suffer this outrageous curse?
Well, the power of Rhapthorne's curse is weakening. It will not be long now.
Really? Splendid! I feel much better for hearing that. Well, I don't know where your next destination is, but take care. Is it proper to tell a god to take care?
He's polite when he needs to be, Troid. It's not often he needs to be, but...
I am not a god, nor is my real name Imperia. These are but the names you humans have given to me. I was known by a different name in the land of my birth. There I was called Ramia.
And I think that is a reference to Dragon Quest III, I think. I don't really know about much about the old DQ games, but...
But now I must leave. Goodbye, brave humans. It has been an honor to have known you.
It's been an honour, my friend. Goodbye, Imperia. And I think she's going to be taking her son with her. Godbird's soulstone leaves us. It's only fair. There they go.
Goodbye. Grandad, you're sparkling. It's taken you this long to notice. A personality as rich as mine always sparkles.
I mean, I've said it before in this playthrough, but those two, Yankees and Trode, I love their dynamic.
Nah, I mean literally. Take a look at yourself. Hmm?
Oh, I've forgotten it. I remember this when we did the first ending. Trode is ruined by the graphics mod for some reason. It doesn't really have purple hair. It is a shame that is just completely ruined. Oh well.
Hurrah! I'm back! Finally rid of that hideously ugly guise!
Congrats, man.
You don't look no different! You look exactly the same as before!
I don't know what everyone else was expecting for like Trode to be like tall and handsome. I think that's what Trode sees of himself, but there he goes.
What did you say? Are you blind? Dazzled by my striking appearance, no doubt.
Boys, come on. There's more important things going on.
Wait. This is no time for an argument. Where's the princess?
Indeed.
Where is my beautiful Medea?
There she is.
Hello, everyone.
Medea! You're back! Oh, my beloved Medea!
Both crying.
At last the curse is lifted. Everything is back as it should be.
Father.
I'm going to get emotional already. I don't think I'm ready for this again.
Hey, look.
Trodain Castle. It's going back to normal. And there it is. We get the castle theme, the same one we get in Argon here.
My castle! My castle is back to its old self too!
There we go, the people have survived. The people that were vines when we were in Trodain Castle. There's the minister that was sitting in the throne. All back to life. Everything is well.
Trodain is restored. The glory returns. Everyone, this calls for a banquet. Prepare a feast.
Yes. Hit me with that intro theme. I don't know how I've not been made to be fed up with this tune, but I'm just not. It's just that good. You can play it or hear it over and over again. Like the overworld theme for this game. No matter how many times I hear that, I will still love it. Go on. Hit me with that slideshow. There we go. I've lost my outfit. I'll take it off for the rest of this ending. But there we go. Everyone's celebrating. Trode. That's what Trode should look like if the graphics mod worked. Oh well. There's a few things the mod didn't quite get to perfectly. But are you drinking a glass of wine? That must be the first glass of wine she's ever had since she turns 18 as a horse. It must be. Or Trode's just let her off for the day. There we go. Munchie, who we now know is Chenmoy, wanting some cheese. Does the hero ever drink? We don't see him with one. Yang was going hard on the Red in the background having a drink as well. Gotta love it. Yep, Yang was choking to death. Red's just like, what do you like? I don't know about these two. I don't know what their future is. And then Jess just having a laugh. No, I can't see Jess as like the massive party type, to be honest. That kind of makes sense. And yep, Angelo being a pervert in the background, of course. Go on, who else? There we go, Mori and these ladies. I don't really know what the relationship between him and his ladies is. I don't know, like, are they sisters? They can't be sisters, I don't know. Okay, the hero and Medea enjoying a glass of wine together. Perfection. Absolute perfection. Yo, what do we get next? I suspect we're going to get what we got last time. And we're cutting forward to a couple months later. I'm guessing it's a couple. I don't know if it ever says explicitly how long. Oh, there you go. Several months later. The chilled out theme.
Gav!
Hello, hello. It's Yangus and Red.
Hey, long time no see, eh? I ain't seen your mug since we polished off that fat geezer.
Yeah, we ain't heard a flaming peep from you since. I mean, I know you're the strong, silent type, but still.
That's pretty much the only reference we get to the hero not talking at all. It happens in every JRPG, but there we go.
I've had to put up with this one grumbling and moaning the old time.
So Red and Yangus did something together.
Honest to goddess, his first words to me when he come to me gaff were,
Do you think the gov's forgot about me?
Alright, Red. There's no need to make me sound so flaming soft.
what? I'm only telling the truth.
Anyway, Gov. I heard the news. Head guard, eh? It don't get much better than that, does it? You deserve it, though.
Yeah, level 99, we've killed Estark and banished Rhapthorne easily, and all we get is head guard. I kind of wanted King of the World, something like that.
I'm well chuffed I can help you out on your first big job and all. And it's for none other than our darling horse Prince. Oh, listen to me. She ain't an horse anymore, is she?
Naughty bastard, calling her a horse.
So we're escorting the princess to a wedding at Sevilla Cathedral, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, though. Beats me why she's still marrying that charmless bloke. After all that's happened.
Innit?
Oh, yeah. Nearly forgot. I was supposed to give you a message from this old minister I saw on the way over. Seems the princess is ready to deport now. So you can go and fetch her from a room like.
Close enough, depart, one of them.
I'll be waiting down in the courtyard then, eh? See you in a bit.
I really like Yangus and Red in that scene. I don't know why, but I think the question is, are they ever... It's never implied that they're in a romantic relationship. I don't know if they are. I don't know. It's one of those things that you just kind of... I've got no idea, really. I suppose I deserve the promotion. Yeah, I did kill Rhapthorne in nearly one shot. Might have done if I didn't go before Angelo. Oh well. Surveyor Cathedral, yeah. He's our bodyguard commander. I really like that they call the hero commander as well. Right, I'm going to take off this outfit because I think the rest of this works best with the hero in his just base default outfit, especially seeing Munchie in the pocket, who we know is our grandfather Chenmoy. Right, let's head out, and I think we are going to see Angelo once again. Still up to his old tricks by the looks of it.
Ah, it's been a while. I came as soon as I heard the news. So, it seems we'll have the honour of escorting the lovely princess.
Noticed that Angelo's much taller than the hero. Literally, in the many years I've owned this game, never noticed.
I just ran into Yangus too, same as ever. I'm a busy man, as you know. So I wasn't too thrilled at first at having to drop everything and come over. But it is good to see the old gang again. Anyway, are you really alright with this wedding going ahead? You don't have to stick around if it's too hard for you.
One of the rare moments that Angelo is a very good person.
Just do what you have to do, my friend. Like I did when I left the Abbey.
Angelo's so wonderful. You know, he looks after children who don't have anywhere else to go. Don't you?
But this is more implying he's like set up his own orphanage or own abbey. I kind of like the idea of him becoming the abbot of Mayella Abbey, but kind of suggests that that doesn't happen. And I think that's a good thing for him to get away from it all. It kind of makes sense.
He says he wants to repay all the kindness Abbot Francisco showed him when he was all alone in the world. Isn't he just the sweetest man you ever met?
Isn't he lovely?
Hey, no need to tell the whole world. I have a certain image to maintain with my admirers.
Yes, alright.
Well then, see you in a bit. I'll be down in the courtyard taking a break. Come and find me when you're ready.
Alright, bro. There they go. Right, oh, actually, I don't want to speak to this guy again. I don't know why I really like it when they just call you Commander. That guy hasn't done it. Yeah, Commander. I don't know why, it's just kind of... It just brings everything full circle when you were just like a kind of lone castle guard with no real claim to anything. Like, the hero was an everyman at the start of this game. And now he's kind of a well-respected, you know, commander of the castle guard, slayer of Rhapthorne, or part of the group that slayed Rhapthorne. Right, I'll chat to this guy, why not? I'm half tempted to explore the whole castle. Actually, I'm going to have a look around, see if there's anything interesting going on. Kind of like this dialogue. It kind of implies that the hero and Medea are kind of well-respected and known figures in the castle. And the girl's upset because, you know, Medea's going away. Although I quite like that scene. Right, who else are we seeing? It's Mori.
Ragazzo, I have been searching for you long and high. So, you take the bellissima principessa to the Severa Cathedral, eh?
Hi.
I, too, have been invited to the matrimonials. And by the King of Argonia himself.
Mori's got a bit of royal standing.
But I think to myself, if I follow the wind here to Trodain, I can be reunited with my old ragazzo companion. Another adventure together already! Fantastico!
I think I much prefer the Red reunion to the Mori reunion. That's just a kind of bit of classic Mori in that one. Right, I'm going to do a bit more exploring. Here we go. We saw this book earlier in the playthrough as well, but kind of introducing the relationship of some of these books. Princess Medea seems to have taken a shine to the boy as well. There we go, just a little bit of extra info. Well, Princess Medea's been through such a lot. She deserves her fair share of happiness now. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't got the best things to say about him, I won't lie. Here we are. Quite like this one as well. My favourite young man. Needs some food for the journey. Oh, food for little Munchie. Again, it just kind of implies that the hero is kind of very well known in the castle and kind of well respected. Kind of like these extra bits of dialogue. How old is he? 90 something or other. And potatoes with me here, haven't you? It's just so sweet, man. I love a little backstory. I kind of want to read every page of the hero and Medea's life together. I just do. Maybe I'll write it one day. Here we go, another cutscene, and it's Jessica.
Hey there.
Hello.
Long time no see. How have you been?
I've been wonderful. What about you?
You look pretty well, that's for sure. But how come you haven't visited me in Alexandria? I've missed you.
I'm hanging out with Medea, bro. Just have to.
You know, I was planning to go off and live on my own, but my mother was so worried I ended up settling down back at home. I guess the important to us. We get on really well now.
Fair play.
I'm not much of a replacement for my brother, but I decided to stay and look after Alexandria. With everyone's help, of course. But enough of that. Have you heard? Apparently, Yangus and Red have teamed up now and they're doing something together.
Ooh.
Can you believe it? Last I remember, they couldn't exchange 2 words without 3 insults. I wonder what went on between them.
I think that's the closest we're going to get to an implication of romance between Yangus and Red. I don't really know. I'm sure people have got plenty. I'm sure people have got their own headcanon, but.
Huh? You're on your way to pick up Princess Medea?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess it's time to get going. Okay then, I'll be waiting for you down in the courtyard.
Alright, mate. I'll see you there. And I will say no more on that matter. I guess, what would Jess be up to if this is the story we're following? I imagine Jess going on her own adventures. Like, I imagine of all the characters, I think pretty much all of them would settle down. I think Jess is the least likely to settle down, maybe. I feel like she'd have her own adventures and, you know, whatever monsters still crop up, I think she'd be the one to handle them. Right, here we go. I think we're going in. Is there anywhere else we can go? We're going to go and have a look at the scepter. I don't think we're going to get any interesting dialogue if we go up here, but there it is. No scepter. What does happen to the scepter in the canon? I mean, it goes to Dragon Quest XI in the end and gets held by Veronica, but I think it was split up by Imperial, wasn't it? And it's just sort of given to us. I mean, it doesn't harbour Rhapthorne's soul anymore, so it's of no danger to anyone, but yeah, interesting. Go, just another little bit of backstory. Of course you'll be sad. No one gets on with her better than you. And she's been married off to Prince Charmles. Can't believe it, the Chief of the Guard came and spoke to me. Take care, sir. The respect you get once you beat Rhapthorne, I do like it. I mean, I do believe we should be king of the world more than Palace Guard, but here we are. How many times we spent together? Plenty of memories of me too. Rather surly. Lovely bit of backstory. Will you be leaving us for Argonia as well once the princess is married? Interesting. I didn't think that was an option. I assumed the hero would be returning to Trodain just to continue being captain. But don't know how we'd manage without you here. Fair play. I think we've done enough running around and chatting to everyone now. Let's head in.
I suppose this is the last time I'll play the piano like this in here. I wonder if there'll be a piano I can play in Argonia. Thank you for coming. Is it already time to leave?
I think it is.
I asked the minister to have you call on me so that we could take one last walk through the castle, alone together, just like old times. I know it's not quite time yet, but I wanted to say goodbye to you properly. To thank you for everything you've done. The times I've spent here in Trodain Castle, with you, will be memories I shall treasure for always. I have to marry the Prince of Argonia to fulfill my royal duty. And you have to please continue to serve my father and protect Trodain, just as you always have. Oh. So then, shall we go? It won't do to keep people waiting too long.
I'm getting emotional already. I mean, this is the wrong theme for this moment, but oh, she looks so sad. So heartbreaking. I think we pretty much know that the hero and Medea both have feelings for each other at this point. And the fact that I'm the guard to... the hero is the guard to Princess Medea's marriage to an awful man in Prince Charmles. It's just, like, the irony of it all. It's just devastatingly crushing. I mean, like, the fact that we've done so many, like, heroic things. I mean, we literally saved the world, and this is our fate. We are giving Medea away to Prince Charmles. It is crushingly brutal. And she's not happy about it either. Such reluctant steps. Goodbye, Medea. She goes, still looks devastated. Guessing, I think it's pretty much implied that there are no monsters in the game anymore at this point. There we go. Are we on... Is that our ship? That is our ship, isn't it? Our normal ship. I don't think that ship ever gets a name, but I think that is the magic ship. Well, last few moments they're going to get to spend together. Sevilla Cathedral. Didn't really form much of a part of the story in the main game, but it certainly will do now.
Well, so this is Sevilla Cathedral. What a perfect place for a grand royal wedding. Excellent work, young man. You did an admirable job of escorting us.
Thank you.
Duty here has now been fulfilled.
Test.
You shall stay the night at the inn and return to Trodain tomorrow.
Return, but
But I thought they'd all be attending the wedding.
I'm sorry, Princess, but I'm afraid that won't be possible.
it was sort of a kind of relief at that point. I don't think you'd want to watch Medea get married at this point, but... Oh god, here he comes. The worst character in the world. Prince Charmless.
Well, pleased to make your acquaintance indeed. I am Prince Charmley of Argonia. Goodness, you must be Princess Medea. Charmed, I'm sure.
His body proportions compared to hers. I mean, his head, I think, is twice the size of Medea's.
One look at you is enough to make me forget all the other beautiful girls I've ever met.
Have you met any?
I'm the luckiest man in the world to have you as my wife.
I'm genuinely getting angry just listening to him speak.
Blimey. What's with all the romance? I didn't know you had it in you, Charmless.
Kill him, Yangus. Sorry.
It's Charmley. Oh, aren't you those servants from the initiation?
And he's still calling us servants as well. I want to wring his neck.
No doubt you're here because you heard the news of my wedding. Well, I'm afraid this is as far as you can come.
Jess, set him on fire. Munchie, breathe fire on him.
I can't possibly have commoners like you at such a grand royal affair. It's not as if you're aristocracy or wealthy or, well, anything.
I could kill you with my thumb.
That brat is unbelievable. Can't let us in on account of our being too common indeed. The preening little snob. It's been a while since the initiation, but he is still just as obnoxious as ever.
Thank you.
And yet tomorrow, he's going to be marrying the princess. Can you believe it?
Right, up until this point, this ending has been identical to the first one we saw before all the Dragovian stuff. But I think we are now going to get our twist.
Wait a minute. The ring. You still have the ring, don't you? The one that belonged to your father.
I do.
If you have it with you, go and show it to King Clavius. If he knew you were his nephew, he might just change his mind about this ridiculous marriage.
You're right.
Go and find him at the Lord High Priest's place and see what he says. It has to be worth a try.
You're right. There's the Argon ring, owned by Eltrio, the true king of Argonia before he died. Let's do it. And we are straight away in the Lord High Priest's residence, where Marcello killed the final heir. Let's go in. King Clavius. Uncle Clavius. King Charmless is... King Charmless? Prince Charmless is the cousin of the hero as well. It's just bizarre, but... There is Clavius. Here's our chance to put an end to this ridiculous wedding. Uncle?
Ah, it's you. Yes, I remember. You are the adventurer I gave the royal magic mirror to some time ago.
That's right, sir.
What brings you here tonight? You look like you have something important to tell me.
Indeed. This is the Argon ring, owned by your brother Eltrio before he died.
That ring. It's set with an argon heart. How on earth did you acquire it?
Eltrio is my father. I'm your nephew.
I must admit that your tale is enough to give even me pause. It sounds as if you truly are Eltrio's son. How else could you possibly know all the things you just told me? If my brother had not left his country behind to go after your mother, he would be king of Argonia now. And if you had been born a prince, then I suppose it would be you marrying Princess Medea tomorrow.
Yes, fate is cruel.
But those are just what-ifs.
No.
Were a new heir to appear out of nowhere, the whole country would be plunged into confusion. You do understand that?
It's got a point.
I doubt that was your intention, however. But what do you mean by bringing this ring to me now? That Charmos is not worthy to wed Princess Medea?
Yes, obviously.
I grant you he is immature and foolhardy at times. But as his father, I want to see him happily married to a good woman.
This is a difficult one because he's right.
I am told that you have been a close friend of the princess since childhood.
Yes.
Do you perhaps have feelings for her?
Right, this is a decision. There is another ending that I have played once. And I think when I played it, I was basically screaming at the screen, going, no! It's so wrong. So, I mean, it's an obvious choice for me. Yes, I absolutely do have feelings for Medea.
I see. Then, could it be that you seek her hand in marriage?
Yes, absolutely.
If you will indulge me, I shall tell you a story about Charmel's grandsire, my father, when he was a young prince. During his travels around the world, he met the young princess of Trodain, and they fell in love. Unfortunately for the young couple, however, relations between Argonia and Trodain were strained at the time. And my father's hopes of marrying the princess were dashed by staunch opposition from both royal families. As they could not be together, the couple vowed that their unborn children would one day marry instead, to fulfill the promise of their love and forge a bond between the two lands. As it turned out, however, both my father and the Princess of Trodain were blessed with sons, and they passed away without ever seeing their dream realized. So it became my wish to keep the vow they made to each other. That is why I proposed a match between Charmels and Princess Medea.
That sentence alone makes King Clavius the true evil final boss of this game.
Having sought King Trode's blessing, I cannot now simply change my mind. And even if I could, I would not willingly let my father down. I dare say you do not like my decision, but at least you understand it. That is all. You may leave.
You failed. I think it's over. Is that game over? Have we failed? I mean, there's nothing left to do. We just have to go back to the inn. Can we speak to King Trode at this point? Can Medea speak to King Trode for one thing? I mean, she must have had conversations with Trode saying, please don't let us do this. But, I mean, all we can do is go back to the inn at this point. Need to be with Angus. Need to be with my bro. Come on then. The bell's going. Is this wedding going ahead? Please no.
Rise and shine, Gov. The princess will be getting itched in a bit. We've come all this way. We should at least try and get a glimpse of her all dolled up. I'll go on ahead then, eh? I'll be waiting in front of that big church.
Question is, what would you do in this situation? Would you go? Or would you run away not wanting to see any of it? I think because we are the hero in a fantasy game, we have to go. I think I would be running very much in the opposite direction. If this were real life. That is a big sentence. It is not very close to real life at all. Right. So Angelo and Jess.
I thought you weren't coming. The ceremony's already started.
Yeah.
It's bedlam up there with all those people. I doubt anyone would notice you among the crowd.
He's scheming. Jess? A bit obstinate. She should just refuse. Yep, I agree, but... Yeah, Jess is a different character to Medea. She's kind of... Medea sees her purpose and goes with it, whereas Jess, as we saw in the early game, rejects her purpose entirely. Which Lorenzo? Blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, Lord Rollo is the new Lord High Priest, so he must have been released from Purgatory Island somewhere, or escaped. I think released. But here we go. Joining the crowd.
What a crowd! I can't see a thing from here.
What's going on? Has it already started?
People are saying that the bride looks stunning. I wish I was more like her.
I'm more interested in seeing the new Lord High Priest than the bride and groom, but it's impossible to see anything from here.
Congratulations, Princess Medea! Congratulations, Prince Charles!
Gone Charmel, he's gone neutral.
Hey, stop pushing!
Oh.
There you are, Gav. I knew you'd turn up. Right, this way. Follow me.
Let's go. I think our friends here have just decided that we're not letting this go ahead. I don't think the hero would have decided that on his own.
Well, we've got this far. Now, we just have to take care of that knight.
Okay, we're crashing the wedding. 100%. That's the decision now. Let's go for it. Just have to wait. I don't want to. Yeah, I've been invited. If you're not thinking of forcing your way in. Yep. Let's go, bruv.
What? Yeah.
Whoop. It's a one-hit kill. I'll do it.
You leave him to me, Gav. Go on, in you go.
I think at level 99 as Yangus is, I think that punch probably would have killed him. In we go. Right. Are we going to get a different ending? We've revealed to Prince Charmels that we are his nephew. Is that going to change anything?
Where has the princess got to? What's taking her so long?
This man is due to be a husband. It's me. We've interrupted the ceremony. What's going to happen this time? Look at that look of anger.
What do you think you're doing? Are you trying to ruin my wedding?
Yes.
I won't stand for it. Guards, get rid of him at once.
Bruv, come at me. Bring it on.
Wait. That will not be necessary.
Obvious. I've just noticed in the back right, the ghoul from the photo quest is there. What is he doing there? Anyway, right, Clavius.
He has a right to be at this ceremony. I have reconsidered. You are the rightful groom.
We've done it. He's convinced.
Father? How can you say such a thing? I'm the rightful groom.
Yesterday evening, the boy you see standing there gave me this ring.
What's that? Is it an Argon wing? I don't understand. Only members of the royal family who've passed the initiation should have a wing like that.
And the irony is, when Charmels got his Argon heart, we got it for him. So technically that was us passing the initiation to be Prince.
This ring belonged to my elder brother. It was Eltrio's ring. That boy is his son. It is only right that he should be the one to marry Princess Medea.
We've done it.
No, I won't allow it. Princess Medea is promised to me, so I'm the one who's going to be marrying her.
It's so satisfying watching him just beaten. Last time Medea ran away from the ceremony, but this time...
Pardon me for interrupting you, Majesty. I've just received word that the bride is now ready to make her appearance.
Open the doors! Allow the bride to enter!
Thea's got her eyes closed, but...
Oh,
that little O of surprise. I think we've done it. I'm welling up a little bit. The hero and Medea are married. The crowd are a bit shocked, but the friends are happy. Crowd welling up as well. And there we go. The kiss is the perfect ending to a beautiful game. It's just perfect. I mean, I usually get more, if anything, more emotional in the first ending than I do in this one. But, I mean, they're both beautiful. Question is, which one's the canonical ending? I guess this one. So here we go. We get, I think... There we go, it's just the zoom out of Sevilla Cathedral. I don't think we get them running away, absconding this time. Absolutely perfect. Okay, we do get them. I think they still kind of run away a little bit. Oh no, they're off in the carriage, okay. This time, no dialogue is needed. It's a happy ending. No one's running away on their own. I love that little bit as well. King Trode sitting with who is Chen Moi, the father of the bride and the grandfather of the groom. That's family now. And there's our gang. I presume they're all going their separate ways after this as well, but I like to think they have a reunion every now and then. Yangus welling up. I imagine that Yangus is the most emotional out of all of them. But there we go. And now, something special to wrap up. think that's my favourite end credits theme from any Dragon Quest game, even more so than 9. And here we are, returning to the beautifully peaceful castle of Trodain as husband and wife. I think they're surprised to see us back.
It's been a long journey.
That line hits so hard. The final line is the big one.
A lot has happened along the way, but it's all worked out well in the end. How curious to think that you would have been Prince of Argonia had things been different.
Indeed.
Fate deals strange hands indeed. Well, pooh to those old promises made so many years ago.
I think this just completes Trode's character arc as well.
Now you two are free to decide your own destiny.
Come on then, I'm ready now. Hit me with the final line.
Never mind that now, Father. Look, we're home. Home for good.
Speechless. A perfect end to an absolutely perfect game, and that is why it's my favourite game literally of all time. And my friends, that's it. We're done. Thank you very much for watching the series. It's been a pleasure. Goodbye.